Hello and welcome. My name is Renee. Today I'm going to guide you through the fourth chakra, the Anahata chakra. That's your heart chakra. So we're going to do a couple heart openers. Do keep in mind to open your heart. You don't need to get too crazy. Even just popping the heart open right here, this can be a heart opener. So if you have any lower back issues or hip issues, know that opening your heart can be very simple. However, if somebody loves to back bend and open their heart, you'll have opportunities to open even wider if you want. Definitely listen to your body and do what feels right for you. All right, we are going to start our heart opener practice today in down dog. So go ahead and start to seal up your hands to the mat as you step your feet back to the shape of an upside down V. We'll be here for a little bit, so any gentle little movements that you need to say hello to your first downward facing dog. Belly in tight to keep the sits bones high. Fingers spread out wide. And breathe. Even a gentle nod of your head, yes and no, between your biceps. To start warming up the core and the body just a little bit, draw forward to a high plank. Nice and long here, chin off your chest. Any little movements or adjustments as you keep the lower belly and ribs in tight. Even in a high plank, feel the back of your heart open. So as you press the floor away, puff the space between your shoulder blades to the sky and open the back of your heart. Deep breath. Exhale, down dog as your belly pulls back in nice and tight. For a couple more of those, inhale, draw forward, high plank, feel the back of your heart open. And on an exhale, belly in tight, hips high. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Nice, two more with breath. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more, inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, pause for a breath. Take a few steps toward your hands to hang in a forward fold. As you hold here, maybe a gentle rotation of the wrists after being in down dog and plank. Gentle nod of your head, yes and no. And start to toe heel your feet in. And then inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your shin. Chin off your chest, lengthen your spine. Deep breath. Exhale, a deep forward fold, soft bend in your knees so you can fold a little bit tighter. And again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to Tadasana. Through your halfway lift, flat back. Reach to the sky. And drizzle your shoulders down your back. Chin is off your chest. Feel yourself ground down through your feet. Even a deep breath from your feet all the way to the top of your head. Deep breath. On the exhale, bring your hands to your lower back. Like you're going to put your hands in your back pockets. For a standing variation of camel, start to squeeze the elbow tips towards each other and gaze up to open your heart. Feel the tailbone tuck down. And again, to open your heart, you don't have to get too crazy here. Just feel the elbows and the shoulder blades draw together and your heart opens. Deep breath. And on the exhale, let your hands slide down the back of your legs for a deep forward fold as you bring your chin to chest. Inhale, halfway lift, chin off your chest. Exhale, chin to chest, deep forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way to the top again. And exhale, hands to your lower back. Squeeze your elbows together. Feel your heart open. Deep breath. And on an exhale, your hands slide down the back of your legs to fold. Inhale, half lift, chin off your chest. Exhale, a deep forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, one more time. And exhale, hands to your lower back. Squeeze the elbows in tight, open your heart. And exhale your hands down the back of your thighs as you fold. Inhale, half lift. This time, exhale, high plank. Plant your hands and step back. Nice and long, hold your plank. 2 breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, little to no weight in your hands, start to float your heart. As you hold here, maybe bring hands to interlace behind your back. Keep the feet and the thighs grounded and lift your heart. One more breath. Exhale, release your chin to the mat. Hands back up near your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Plank or tabletop, press yourself up and downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Nice. One more big breath just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, high plank, draw forward. Shoulders stack over your wrists. Hold your plank for strength, 3 breaths. Open up the back of your heart to the sky. 1 more breath. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. This time, locust pose. You can press the palms down along your side bodies. And on an inhale, lift your heart, chest, and legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slight tuck of your chin like you're holding an apple under your chin. With an inhale, lift your heart more, maybe even the hands lift. Exhale, legs lift more. 1 more breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, chin to the mat. Hands back up near your shoulders. Press up, tabletop or plank. And down dog. Deep breath in. And out. Beautiful. 1 more big breath, just like that. One more. Inhale, draw forward, high plank. Open your heart to the sky as you press down. 2 breaths. Belly and lower ribs in tight. And slowly lower all the way to your belly. Same thing as the last round, locust pose if you want. Or if you can find floor bow, bend your knees and reach back, capture each foot. Catch a breath first. Then as you're ready, kick into your hands with your feet and feel your heart open. Breathe and kick. The more you kick your feet, you feel your heart lift and float. 2 more breaths. And release. After this one, pause for a moment. Bring your favorite ear to the mat and relax your arms. Switch ears for a moment and hold for a couple breaths. Bring your chin to center, hands back under your shoulders. Press up through plank or tabletop, all the way to down dog. Deep breath. And out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. And exhale, low lunge, step your right foot through between your hands. Any little adjustments here? As you place your hands on your right thigh. Option here, if you can reach back for your left foot behind you, or maybe even a strap. Chin off your chest. Feel your heart open. Hold here, or any other variation. If your foot isn't accessible behind you, just keep it as a normal lunge. 3 more breaths. If you do have your foot, gently release it. Resist slingshotting it as it comes back to the mat. So with your hands to the mat, a little half Hanumanasana, half splits. If you want to use a block here, set your right hip and thigh on a block, and then maybe round over to hold your foot. And breathe. As we open our heart, we also need to find some counter poses. So this forward fold here is a nice counter pose to opening your heart and your quads and your front line of your body. 2 more breaths. Feel the back of your heart open. And as you draw forward, start to come back into lunge. Hands to the mat, high plank. Deep breath in. Let's do a bonus round of Chaturanga Dandasana. So from your high plank, lower halfway, elbows in tight. Inhale, up dog. Tops of the feet to the mat as your shoulders roll down your back. Deep breath in. Exhale, down dog. Two more breaths in down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Any little adjustments in your low lunge as you set your right knee to the mat. Hands to your left thigh. You can stay here. This opens up the quad and the lower back. Or, if you can mirror what you did on the other side, if you reached back for your foot behind you, find your foot behind you here and open your heart. No matter what variation you're in, remember, pull the shoulder blades together to open your heart and chest. Resist doing anything crazy with your head or neck. Today's all about the heart. 2 more breaths. If you do have a grip of your foot, gently release it. Try not to slingshot it as you bring your hands back to the mat. A little half Hanumanasana, half splits. If you want to use a block here, and breathe. As we open our heart, we also need to find some counter poses. So this forward fold here is a nice counter pose to opening your heart and your quads and your front line of your body. 2 more breaths. Feel the back of your heart open. And as you draw forward, start to come back into lunge. Hands to the mat, high plank. As your left foot steps back to meet your right. Deep breath in. Exhale, mid-plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Hold your up dog. Chin off your chest, shoulder blades draw together. Deep breath. Exhale, down dog. Couple of big recovery breaths in and out. One more breath. Nice. Gently coming down to a tabletop. You can take a seat on your heels for a moment, maybe even hands at heart. Connect with your breath. All right, we have camel coming up. Ustrasana. It's a deep posture. We're going to do 2 of them. I encourage you, even if you're comfortable in Ustrasana camel, that take the first one lightly and then use the second one to go deeper. So as you come up to standing tall on your knees, you have the space of about 2 fists between your knees. Hands come to your lower back like you're going to put your hands in your back pockets if you had some right now. First thing you need to do is just squeeze the elbows and shoulder blades together. Again, that squeeze the elbows and the shoulder blades together. And feel your heart open and lift. Deep breath. Remember to open your heart. You don't need to do anything crazy with your neck or your throat. There is a slight gaze up, but resist compressing the back of your neck for no reason. All that does is cut off your air supply, makes it hard to breathe. One more breath. Gently sit upright. Take your hips to heels and hands at heart center again. It's not uncommon to be a little bit dizzy after doing camel. One reason is it's a deep compression on the organs and the backside, like the kidneys. So it's a lot of detoxing. The other reason could be if you dropped your head back too much, you cut off your air supply. All right, one more round. This round, if you know how to go deeper, go deeper. Remember, we have the 2 fists between our knees, hands to your lower back. Squeeze your elbow tips in tight to start lifting your heart. And again, that's the elbows in tight to lift your heart. If you can find your heels today, reach back for your heels. Then make sure your hips press forward so they're stacked over your hips. If you have any knee pain or pressure here, you're not ready to reach for the heels. One more breath. Hands to your lower back, chin to chest, brings you back up. Have a seat on your heels, hands at heart. Again, as I briefly mentioned, when you reached for your heels, if you had any knee pain, you needed to press your hips forward more to get your hips over your knees. If that's not possible, maybe skip that variation until you're ready for it, because you shouldn't have pain in your knees. That's no bueno, no good. All right. You can come to seated. Taking deer pose. So we need to counter all these heart openers with some forward folds. Deer pose, your right shin comes perpendicular to your body, with your left knee to the sole of your right foot. Then from here, if you want to use a block or a crate or a pillow, then bring your forearms to a block, crate, or pillow. My favorite thing to do is to go ahead and hinge over, but bring my forehead to a block. If you can go all the way over without a block, take it all the way over. And of course, if you're a more seasoned yogi, if you'd rather do half pigeon, you're welcome to do half pigeon if you know what that is. As you just hold and breathe here, you can repeat a mantra. You could also utilize this time to journal. So if you're fairly comfortable in a pose like this, then maybe have your journal handy and take some time to journal. And even if you don't feel a lot in this pose, know that forward folding is how we counter the heart openers. So to keep you balanced today, these poses are very important whether you feel a lot or not. Try and relax your shoulders and your jaw. After a couple breaths, if you find you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper. If you'd like to repeat a mantra here, my heart is open to receive love and give love. Keep repeating. My heart is open to receive love as well as give love. My heart is open to receive love and give love. Keep going. 5 more breaths. Your next inhale, start to rise as you lift. You can take both legs out long for a moment here. Maybe let the knees bounce. And then set up for the second side. Your left shin comes perpendicular to your body. Right knee to the sole of your left foot. Taking any variation, this side could be different. So again, if you're only about here on the block with your forearms, you can be here. If you can take half pigeon, take half pigeon. Or maybe your forehead to a block or a pillow. Truly, you can make yourself comfortable here so you can hold this posture for a duration. Most importantly, breathe. And if you'd like to repeat the same mantra we did last round, my heart is open to give love and receive love. My heart is open to give and receive love. Now 5 more breaths. If you're still repeating your mantra, my heart is open to give love and receive love. As you repeat this, also feel the back of your heart open. It's still a heart opener, it's just the back of your heart. as you gently start to lift yourself up. Nice. Bring your legs out. Let them extend. Maybe a gentle little bounce of the knees. Holding here for a couple of breaths. And an inhale, come upright. All right, to finish off, we're going to take our Shavasana with a slight heart opener. You could use a block or a bolster or anything you have handy. Today I'm going to use a rolled up towel, just to show how simple it is. Letting the towel be right behind your heart as your arms open. This lifts your heart just enough to create a slight heart opener. Now, if you want to keep your knees bent for this, keep your knees bent as you wiggle your shoulder blades a little flatter. If you want to lengthen the legs out long, lengthen your legs out long and relax like you're in Shavasana. If you want some butterfly legs, bring soles of the feet together and knees open. This is considered our final Shavasana, heart chakra. It's related to the color green. It's our center of love, even love for our family and friends. It's not always that special someone. That's why the ability to give and love receive at all times is very important. Because even if you've had your heart broken, resist closing your heart towards your family and friends. Live with your heart open, even do what you love. Because when we do things that we love, it helps cultivate more love to share. Like even yoga, if you love yoga, do yoga. That helps give you the space to be able to love your family and friends, taking this time for yourself. Because self-love is one of the best loves of all. We must learn to love ourselves in order to love others. And as long as your third chakra, your ego, is just right, it's not too much, not too little, then your self-love is right where it needs to be as well. If you need something to think about, maybe repeat your mantra in your head. I am open to give love and receive love. If you're enjoying this space we created today, you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. For this is where I'll leave you today. I'm going to leave you lying down here with your heart open. So pause the video and stay as long as you like. Or wrap up after 15 to 20 breaths. And when you rise up, journal a little bit on some self-love. I encourage you to resist building walls around your heart, but rather live with your heart open. From the light in me to the light in each and every one of you. Honor your practice, honor your life, and honor love, the ability to give and receive, as well as self-love. Namaste.